The web is full of great tools that can help students display their creativity, and Google Drawing is just one of those options they already have access to. And I'm going to show you how it works on this week's episode of PDL Techniques. Google Drawing is one of the lesser known features inside the G Suite, but it does provide a lot of different opportunities for educators and learners to show off their creativity. For example, as a teacher, I could use Google Drawing to create graphic organizers, or I can even make digital manipulatives for my math class. There's lots of directions that you can go with this, but it all starts inside your Google Drive. To begin using Google Drawing, you're going to open up your Google Drive, select New, go down to More, and then you'll see Google Drawing. When your Google Drawing is open, you can give your Google Drawing a name. And now we can set our canvas. We can resize our canvas by dragging the bottom right-hand corner where the shaded lines are and dragging this to be as big or as small as we would like our canvas to be. Or if we have a specific range or dimensions that we want to set for our canvas, we can go to File, Page Setup, and we can change our dimensions from here. Under the custom option, you do have the option to change the dimensions of your canvas by inches, centimeters, points, or even pixels. Once your canvas is set, you can now modify the background of this. The checkered board means that this background is currently transparent, but you can change this by right-clicking on the background of your canvas, and then you'll see the option that says Background, and now you can choose a different color or gradient to take your background. As an instructor, there are lots of cool things that I can make for my students, but there's also some great opportunities where students can create some new fun work products for themselves as well, like timelines or comic strips or even posters. Let's say that you want your students to do a character analysis from a book by creating a poster. Your students could use Google Drawings to create a digital poster. They could add text to their Google Drawing by clicking the text box option here and then dragging the text box to be as big as they need it to fit their text. Once the text is in there, they can make all the editings and alignment changes that they need to. The text box can be moved so that it is centered. To make sure that it is centered horizontally, you'll want to drag it until you see the vertical red bar appear. You can also add shapes to your Google Drawing as well. There's a Shapes button on the side on the toolbar. Once you select the Shapes option, you'll have different options what you can choose. I'm going to go into the Shapes category and then just pick one. And then once I've selected a shape, I can drag that shape to be as big or as small or as wide or as narrow as I need it to be. Once I release, it'll appear inside, and I can double click inside the shape to add text. And then you can repeat this to add other shapes. You can add image to your Google Drawing by choosing the Image button on the toolbar, or you can go to Insert Image and then choose which option you want to use to find your image. I'm going to choose Search from the Web, and you see I've already entered in my search term inside here, Charlotte's Web, and then I'm going to choose an image. I can either click and then hit Insert, or I can simply drag the image into my drawing. Once the image is in there, I can click on the corners where the dots are, and I can resize the image to be whatever size that I like. I can also crop the image as well. There is a cropping tool here. I can select that to crop the image if necessary. There is also a drop down next to the cropping image where I can choose that, and I can crop my image to be a shape. And now my image will take on the shape that I select for that. Once I'm done, I can click the cropping tool again, and now I have my image. You also have the ability to include links as a part of your Google Drawing as well. You'll first need to have the address to wherever you want to link your object to. So for example, I have a YouTube video that I want to include as a link as a part of my poster. I can then select that video. I'm going to choose share. I'm going to copy the share link. And now I can go over here to my poster and click on the object that I want linked. And then I can choose insert and then link at the bottom and then paste the link inside there. As a student, I can now share my thinking and my understanding in a more unique and artistic way. And once I'm done with my Google Drawing poster, I can now make it viewable for the world to see. To publish a Google Drawing, you can select File and then go down to Publish to the Web. You can click the Publish button, and that will give you a link and an embed code that will allow you to post your Google Drawing wherever you like. You can also take the URL of your Google Drawing and change the words at the end to make it visible. For example, if I take the URL to my drawing and I open it up in a new tab and I change the word at the end from edit to preview, others can now view my interactive poster and have access to all of the links and can read all the content that I've included inside my poster. To bring everything back together, Google Drawing is just a fun tool that is inside your Google Drive that both teachers and students will enjoy because it will allow them to bring out their creative side. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Make sure you check us out next week for another edition of PDL Techniques.